so we're evaluating the expressions if x is 2/5, y is -4, and z is -2/10. And so we're just going to do some plug and chug, and we got some operations to do once they're in there. So let's start with A. And for this particular one, we have x plus y, and we know that x is equal to 2/5, so this would be 2/5 plus the value of y, which is -4. So this is the problem that we have to do. So in order to add these together, I need to get, I wish you guys could do this mentally. Maybe I'm taking a stretch here, but I probably am. If I'm going to do 2/5 plus a negative, I know they're different, so I really need to subtract 4 minus 2/5 to get the answer. And the negatives are going to win here because they got more power. So I got to subtract 4 and 2/5, and I'm going to get a negative answer. So when you subtract 4 by 2/5, you really got to find another way to write 4 as an equivalent fifth fraction. So you got to multiply it by 5, which gives you 20/5 minus 2/5, which is 18/5, or 3 and 3/5. And the way I think about it is, if I take 2/5 away from a whole, I get 3/5 left over. That's why the 3/5 makes sense to me. And I would have done it mentally. But, you know, that's what's happening there. That can help you out. Alright, let's look at the next one. We've got 2 multiplied by x, which we know is 2/5. And then we're taking away z. Alright, that's our problem. So, oh, sorry. Let me undo that. Z is actually the value of -0.2. So we're taking away -0.2. Sorry, I'm going to plug it in there. In this, we multiply first, so we want to do 2 over 1 times 2/5. So 2 over 1 multiplied by 2/5. That equals 4/5. And since that equals 4/5, we want to subtract 4/5 by a -2/10, which is technically the same as adding the opposite, or adding +2/10. And if you put it in fractional form, it's just 4/5 plus 2/10, which, if you get like denominators or simplify 2/10, it's the same as 4/5 plus 1/5, which is actually a whole. So this is a whole. 2/10 is the same as a fifth. So this equals 1. 1 equals 1. The previous one equaled -3/5. Okay, x plus y plus z. Let's do another one. Okay, x is 2/5 plus y, which is -4 over 1, plus z, which is -2/10, which we know now is -1/5. That might help. Just writing it down in fractional form. It's easier that way. And we know that 4 over 1 is the same as 20/5, so really it might be helpful to rewrite that as its equivalent. So let's change that to -20 over 5. -20 over 5. Alright. And so these two combine to make -21. So we got 2/5 plus -21/5. And now we got a positive and a negative, so we got to subtract. And the negatives win by 19. So -19/5 is acceptable. You could also write 3 and 4/5. -3 and 4/5. Either one of those are fine. Alright, and the last one, I think I'm going to hurry up and try to get it in before the video finishes. Y is -4, and x is 2/5, and we're multiplying. And a negative times a positive is negative, and 4 times 2 is 8, and 1 times 5 is 5. So this is the same as -1 and 3/5. And that completes number 2. A lot of shown work there.